So here we are. I just thought we're all kind of quarantined. It might be fun to kind of do something. Today I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make bread because I thought that would be kind of easy. I've never made bread by myself before. I'm at that age where I probably thought I should know how to make bread or try to make bread by myself, and it's also just something to do instead of sit around for a little bit longer. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get our ingredients out, and I'm following a really simple recipe that I got sent from my friend Beth. It's called the easiest loaf of bread you'll ever bake. So I assume that would be kind of simple. It really does have everything that someone would have in their kitchen. So next what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix all the ingredients into a bowl except for the cornmeal, because you don't really put in the cornmeal at this part, you just use it to make it crispy. So we'll see if that actually works. So let's mix everything in together. Do 4.5 cups of flour. So that's about 2 cups. So we'll put it in here. Another 1/2 cup. So the next thing we're gonna do is a tablespoon of sugar. 3 of these equals 1 tablespoon. And then we're gonna do 2.5 teaspoons of instant yeast. 2 1/4. That was wrong. Okay, so we got our little 1/4 one, and then we got our regular teaspoon. Okay, 1, 2, and then the 1/4 teaspoon. So now what we're gonna do is 2.5 teaspoons of salt. And then we do our water. So this seems about right. I tried to get it as close as 2/3 as you can, but well, you know, beggars can't be choosers. So now we're gonna put in our water and we're gonna start stirring. Mix until everything comes together in a rough, shaggy mass of dough. Kind of looks like pancake mix right now. Oh, I can feel it. It's getting tough already. Shit. It looks like bread, right? You know, I'm gonna use a little bit more water just because I'm afraid. Just like a little bit. This looks rough and shaggy, right? I mean, what does that mean? It seems pretty gooey-ish. So we're gonna get everyone out of the way. We're already having issues. And I'm gonna get flour on my phone. Ow! So mine's really crumbly, and that kind of seems not good. But you know what? Life is not good right now. We're gonna just do our best. Mine's really crumbly, so I think I'm gonna put it back and add more water. So now it's mostly looking a lot better. Fold the far edge of the dough back over itself. And then towards you. Then press it away. Oh. And then keep rotating. So it says to knead it until it's bouncy and smooth. And so it's definitely smooth. I don't know if it's like bouncy. It's kind of hard. If I punch it, it bounces back. Well, next what you're gonna wanna do is place the dough in a bowl that's been lightly greased with vegetable oil, cooking spray. The bowl you started with is fine. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap or airtight cover and let the dough rise at room temperature about 1 to 2 hours. This bowl, I think it's a pretty good size. So let's put it with cooking spray, and then we'll cover it with plastic wrap or another airtight cover. Let's do plastic wrap because that's really what I have. So it's got rich butter taste and it's Pam. That seems lightly greased, right? Right? Oh. So that seems about right. So we'll try that and see you in an hour, which will be like 5 o'clock. So I put on our washing machine, and so she's just gonna live there. That seems airtight because when you look at the directions, because when you look at the directions, cover the bowl with plastic wrap, airtight cover. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap or another airtight cover and let the dough rise to room temperature. So it's gonna get bigger and then we'll go on to the next step. So see you soon. So fun thing that happened while I was baking my bread. So the last you saw, I put it on the dish. No, I put it on the dryer because that's what my mom used to do, and I was gonna let it rise from there. And so I told her that she could come out again because I was not filming because I'm waiting for it to rise. And then I tried to show her my bread and she was like, you need a bigger bowl, you should put it in the oven instead. And so that has completely changed. So the bowl is different. It's glass bowl. I greased it still. I put a towel over it instead of what I had, the plate in the plastic wrap. And now it's on the oven, sitting on top of it while it's on warm. So we'll see if it rises, but you know, sometimes you need a little help, and mommy knows best, or moms know best. I don't know, which sounds creepy. So yeah, so now I'm having some pizza and stuff, more gluten and bread, just what I need. So now we'll wait again, and thanks, just wanted to say that's why it's gonna look different, because mom knows best. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. It's been about an hour and 15 minutes, and this is her. She's a lot bigger, so let's just like take a peek. So she looks, oh my god, so much bigger than before. And yeah, so it says gently deflate the dough and cut in half. Pat each half into a rough 6 by 8 inch oval. Then folding it, make it a log. So then we put it on a pan, and then we have to let it rise again for 45 more minutes. It says like a generous amount of cornmeal. Cornmeal for baking and breading. Okay. So we're doing this because it's gonna make it crispy on the bottom. She definitely looks like she got bigger. It didn't even take up the whole thing before. But yeah, so it looks pretty good. Should I make one? Should I make one big bread? I feel like I kind of want to make one big bread. Shit, because this is kind of tiny. This is fucking small. All right, we're gonna make one big bread. Last minute decisions, you know, it's fine. You gotta work on the fly. Honestly, okay, so it's fine. So do this way, halfway, this way, okay, and then you press it, squish it seam side down. So that's my bread. It looks pretty good. So here it is. It's on this part. So let's do it this way first. To where, shit, it's kind of like this. Okay, yeah. Oh my god, it's sticking to itself. Shit. Just get the phone away. Lightly grease. Okay, so it's lightly greased. We'll put it. So now she's a covered baby. Okay, and like, let's put her back on top of the oven. She's sleeping. We'll do that for 45 minutes. So it'll be about like 6:15, which is approaching dinner time. Still has to bake. So after that, we will get it. Okay. So let the loaves rise, lightly covered, loaf. Puffy, gently poke your index finger. If the bread indentation remains, your bread is ready to bake. But it's bouncing back. I'm confused. Okay, and then towards the end of the rising time, preheat the oven to 450. I'm not doing the extra crunchy crust because I'm afraid already. Cool. And so this is the size right now. It's pretty decent. I kind of like the swirl. So this is the size right now. We'll leave it under there. We'll see if it gets bigger. And we'll also maybe have a little drink. Let's have a little White Claw. I mean, why not, right? It's 5 o'clock in quarantine somewhere. So this time, the time has actually come. The lighting's changed because it's getting darker. So let's take off our plastic wrap. Just a little flower in here. One, two, 3, 4. So this is how it looks going out or going in the oven. All right, Brad, you're going on a great adventure. Look this way. Okay. So there she is. She's going on her adventure. Okay, so it said bake the bread for 20 to 25 minutes, and I've done that, so it's time to take it out. It should be golden brown. It's brown, and oh my god, it looks like bread. The bottom looks like it's honestly burnt, so let's look at that. It sounds hollow, so it should sound hollow when I top the bottom. Let's pick it up. Let's use the knife because I think it's really hot. Can you hear it? Sounds hollow to me, beach. Oh! It should be 190 on the digital thermometer. So let's put her in. So let's put it back in and let it cool for 5 minutes. And maybe, so maybe that's just the issue, is it just needs to cool for like 5 more minutes. Okay, so with the cooling, it said to keep it cracked, and we'll just leave it for 5 minutes. So now we're gonna wait maybe 2 more minutes because it says to 5 additional minutes. This helps keep the crust crisp, even though I've already taken it out. So yeah, and so I hope you like this video. I know this probably should go at the end, but I hope you like this video. I thought it would be something interesting to do since everybody should be in quarantine and staying home unless you absolutely have to go out. I've only been going out for groceries and was walking a dog for a little bit, but I decided I think if I'm just only going out for groceries, that would be the safest thing. This virus attacks the respiratory system, and for me personally, I have asthma, so I have asthma every single day. So I wake up, I have to take a puff. Before I go to bed, I have to make sure I have my inhaler so I can breathe when I get sick. In particular, even just going to have like a cold or a severe cold or whatever, I have such a hard time breathing that sometimes it's scary because I literally cannot breathe and I have to take like 10 puffs of my inhaler just so I can get some oxygen in. So that's one of the reasons I really decided to quarantine, and also because my mom is of the target age and I would explode if I got her sick because I love her, and the only way she could get sick is from me because I keep going in and out I was going to work for a little bit, but that got shut down. Even going grocery shopping, I have to be really careful because there's so many things that everybody touches, but I don't want to get her sick. So let me take out the bread and I'll get back to that. So now it's definitely at 190 and it looks like bread. So let's let it cool down for a little bit and then we'll do a taste test of like one of the side ends, like the butt. Anyways, one of the big reasons I'm quarantining then is to just make sure to protect my mom because I don't want her to get sick. And so that's why I've been quarantining and just making sure, even when I go grocery shopping, to decontaminate, to take all of my clothes and wash them as soon as I come home, and just wash my hands all the time and just make sure that she's safe. So if you know somebody with the target age, you should be careful. If you have respiratory issues, you should be careful. You should be careful all in all. And even if you're a perfectly healthy person that says, oh, well, I can get over it, but think about the people that you might come in contact with that can't get over it. It's just not fair for someone's recklessness to affect another person's life and even take it away if it becomes so severe. So, yeah, I wanted to make a video on a lighter note, so from dark to happy. So I wanted to make a video that people can do if you're staying at home. That's literally took me, what was it, like 7? It took me like 5, no, not 5. It took me 4 hours. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it took me 4 hours to do this, but it took up a good chunk of my day. I wasn't bored. I've been hanging out, I've been having fun. And so I thought you could stay home and bake bread with me. And so I just thought this would be a fun video, and the reward's gonna be nice. You'll have some bread. Bread is apparently short at the stores. When I was there once last week, there was only bagels, and bagels are great, but don't always want to have a bagel. So yeah, so now we have more bread. That was easy to make. I could make this again tomorrow. It's just, sorry, looking at my phone, but I can make this again tomorrow. And so I thought it'd be fun. So let's check out the final result and have a taste test. I'll put a little butter on it. Probably should have waited a little bit longer because I know cutting it too early can affect like the texture or whatever, but I really wanted to try it. Shit. So yeah. That's pretty good bread. It tastes like bread. It's flaky like bread. I made bread. It's pretty good. And butter, but with honey. But oh wow. Jesus. So that's how you make bread, and I hope that you like this video. I hope that you try it at home and you try to make bread because it's really fun. It's really rewarding, especially when it's pretty good and you didn't completely fail. That's nice. So yeah, I hope you like this video. Please subscribe because I think I'm going to try to do more of these videos. If you don't, that's okay too. I'm having fun making these videos anyways because it keeps me doing something, so maybe somebody will watch it and enjoy it. But thanks for watching, and I hope you subscribe, and I hope you make your own bread. Stay safe, wash your hands, don't buy all the toilet paper, and then wash your hands. Thanks, subscribe.